Let us look at proposition number 3 of book 11 of Euclid's Elements. The proposition says, if two planes cut one another, then their intersection is a straight line. So let's first draw the planes. Let's say this is one plane and this is another plane which is intersecting the existing plane. Now what the proposition is saying is that they will intersect in a straight line. So let's establish that line. And before that, let's mark some points to refer. Let's say this is point A on one plane, and this is point C on another plane. And let's say this is the line of intersection, and these are the points. So now we can refer to this plane in which C is there as plane BCD. And we can refer to this plane in which A is there as ABD. So what the proposition is saying is that BD is going to be a straight line. Now to prove this, that it is a straight line, let's assume the opposite. Let us say BD is not a straight line. So let's remove this for the moment. And let's say there is a line in plane ABD and a line in the plane BCD, which are joining these 2 points B and D. So again, to differentiate between these two lines, let's mark those points as E and F. So now we can refer to this line as BED and to this line as BFB. So here the assumption is what? That there are different straight lines joining B and B in the two planes. So we have a situation where two straight lines, DEB and DFB, have the same endpoints and enclose an area which is absurd, which doesn't make sense. So we can say that DEB and DFB are not straight lines. And similarly, we can take any other straight line joining D and B, except DB. Except this, if we take any other straight line, again we will reach the same conclusion that it is not possible. So since our assumption is wrong, it means DB is the only straight line which forms the intersection of these two planes. Now here again, just like in the first proposition and the second proposition, there is some problem. Notice here, two lines DEB and DFB are in different planes. So if they are in different planes, there is no area which is being enclosed by these two lines. So since that reasoning doesn't hold, that means this proof is not very conclusive, because a statement is being made which doesn't make sense, that these two lines will enclose an area. There are alternate proofs for that, which was given later on. I'll not get into that. That I'll put it in the book. So if you want that, you can have a look at that. So that is proposition number 3 of book 11 of Euclid's Elements. Again, let me remind you, there is a link to a PDF book which describes all these propositions in detail. Please feel free to refer to it. And if you think it can be useful to somebody else, please do share. That's it for now.